I think it is going to be 2 special days. I'm really pleased that things are happening here, and it wouldn't happen without Johnny. Johnny's been a fantastic breath of fresh air into this establishment. But what she's generated is not only these activities, which are amazing, and I think I'm really grateful for that, but it's also she's generated a whole new group of people that actually generated a lot of energy within this building, a new culture in this building. That's the PhD student and postgraduate student. So it's fantastic that we have this new body of people here who bring a dimension that was missing before, and it's turning into a really magical place. And I think the school is a magical place. I'm just here to kind of thank some people and to say, first of all, really, it's Johnny who's driven it, and I think we should be really grateful and thankful to Johnny for what you've done. And it is great. And I think at the end there'll be another time, but thank you to Johnny. I also think we should thank the kind of leading group that actually will coordinate that, because Johnny is the professor of philosophy and art, and she's also the kind of director of CFAR, Centre for Fine Art Research, which is the major unit here, which is one of the leading research units in the university, which is quite unusual for art to be a major research unit leading the university in that way, and I think that's good, that's very cool. But also we have Professor Joanne Ashlet, who's the other director of, is it stuff or is it creative making? That's Alchemy, as you get on to. But anyway, it is, she's the director of the Centre for Creative Making and acting and stuff. The other person is Henry Rogers, who's the course director of the Arts-Based Masters Programme here, who also is the leader in fine art. And Evan Keelan, who's the Celtic executive.
Yes, it's not here yet.
Not here. But these are the kind of leading people who put this together. But the real driving force in this environment has been really exciting for the last week or so. Is the PhD students, and they've been driving this in the media, and it's clear. This environment, the other spaces, you'll see, plus there's an exhibition on the first floor. I think the work being just as cool for this. So you'll see that there's a lot of work done into it. The other thing is worth I want to mention is that we have a school show from South Birmingham Network of Schools, which is in the 3 galleries on the first floor as well, which is really good to go and see, because we're really trying to build a link with our local schools and the workshops going on all the time. I'm going to finish now, but just to say, I hope you enjoyed the 2 days. I've been promised I'll be a rich man, and the school will be very rich at the end of this. But the only thing I would say is that just on the health station side, there are no fire drills or anything like that, so if any of the bells go up to the main entrance and go out through the front door if possible, please. And if the ladies and the gents are on the first floor, one opposite the lecture room where your coffees and teas are and the lunches, and the ladies is in the foyer. So if you can use those, that's it. But there won't be any other thing. Once you go out the building, turn right, and there's a point where you stand with people there who will show you where to go. So I have to kind of get back to it. Please enjoy it and have a fantastic time, and come back and enjoy this. Thank you.
Thanks. I'd just like to make a couple of preliminary remarks about the sort of structure of over the next 2 days. I won't tell you what the structure of the last 2 days, that was different. Over the next couple of days. The first thing is that mainly the conference is happening on this floor, which is to say that we're calling this the crypt. So we're in the crypt, and there'll be various, some of the lectures will be here, some will be over there, some will be in there, so it'll be a movable feast within here. There will be some performances that will be happening here, because we didn't want to divide off performance from the lectures. So that's another very important aspect. And that will be involving mainly in what we're calling the cauldron, which used to be the student refreshment place, but Anyway, that's there. And we're also going to be having non-alcohol lunch on this floor. But if you want to get some drinks, we've got a whole catering scenario going on at Coates, which you just walk through. There'll be a little line of people going, I'm sure, to it, and they're expecting everybody, for lunch for an hour or two. And then we come back here. There'll be a keynote, so you'll see their schedule. And then Ron Athey will be the final keynote for today, and then we'll have dinner at Old Bar 1. So I just wanted to give you that kind of more or less structure. The other thing is that because we've been working literally right up to the wire, we're missing a few things in the little package that you got. One is, for example, my welcome address. So that's being printed out as we speak. The other is what we're calling the map, because there's a lot of artwork around here, as you can see. And these are also the speakers. And typically, that didn't get quite drawn up because we weren't sure where everything was being placed. So we couldn't do the map until we finished the placement. And we didn't finish the placement until last night, just before the building closed, et cetera, et cetera. So that map and the welcome address is, I think, as we speak, being printed. So please don't forget to pick one up so you know whose work is around. We've got people from all over the world who come here whose work is involved, either on the walls or in situ. The other thing is the main idea here is to stand outside of one's usual expectations of a conference, and let's see if we can really get some thinking going. Because of this, we've got a poet in residence, Gregory Lidbieder, who is fantastic. He's going to be attached to each panel, or most of the panels, and then he's also going to be giving some sort of different poems throughout the conference. So we're hoping to have a kind of sinewy environment, really, it should work. Oh, there was one thing I forgot to mention. I knew there was something very, very serious. We have a third section that is not necessarily obvious at the moment. And that third section is called the Foundry. We're calling it the Foundry, which is where some very interesting alchemists who, during the day, see themselves as in the school of jewelry, are spinning gold. And they're going to do something very interesting with this. It's a research in a kind of alchemic method. So if you want to go to see it, we can have in no more than 20 people at a time. But the first 5 minutes of it it's going to be tomorrow. It will be live streamed, so everything is being live streamed here, by the way. So if you're interested in literally seeing it, then make sure you get there early to see that, and then it'll be happening throughout the day. The way in which there's dealing with spinning of gold. But I think it's very important to also have intellectual discussions where we make things, not just. And my final comment about this is, in a certain sense, this conference, one is the brainchild of David, but it's also the brainchild of a couple of us who are fed up with this thing called object-oriented philosophy, or object-oriented feminism, or object-oriented ontologies, all of which have interesting acronyms like OOF or OOPS or so on. So, parenthesis, in future when you're coming up with a movement, think about the acronym. That goes for so many things. Anyway, artists have been dealing with object-oriented philosophy for a very long time. And I think it's very important that we take back certain things about it, the materiality, the immateriality, the way in which one starts to privilege, or at least take account of the sensuousness of making. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to literally put that in, put it up for grabs. This is not to wipe out all of object-oriented philosophy. There's a couple of object-oriented people here who are going to add grist to the mill, fire to the oil, and